We're looking at I Won't Give Up by Jason Mraz. Really nice song, got some nice new chord voicings for G, nice new chord voicings for D, actually D/F sharp, and capo fret 2. So before we go any further, please make sure you have your PDF in front of you and let's take it step by step through this awesome acoustic song. Now we're going to start with the tab, which is sort of halfway through the page. You're looking at 00, then a tiny break and a single 0, so it's going to be, so it's a quick double followed by a single 0 and then 2 4, so the entire thing together should sound like this. Now just quickly on the picking hand, we need to make sure that we get our strokes nice and quick, because the first one, now to get that very quick note, notice I'm going up, down, so I can end on the down stroke. So here we go, up, down, down, down. So once I've done the double, then I can go down strokes the whole way through. So if I zoom out just a little bit there, you can see both left and right hand working, up stroke, and then from there into the chord. But we're going to do G like this. Let's focus once more now on our fretting hand. Now we could use an open G like this if you wanted to, and it would sound pretty cool, so there's nothing wrong with going. And if you prefer the sound of that, go for it, it sounds pretty sweet as well. But I want to introduce some new voicings, and voicings is a music term for same chord, different method of playing it. So this is G, that's your G, that's also G, and the advantage of this new G is that this riff, watch my third finger slide into position, and it sort of follows the melody of the riff into the G chord. So slow-mo, and there's your note. Now to play that G, it's basically the F chord, which I'm sure you're familiar with. Finger 1 flat across the bottom, 2, middle finger, ring finger, fingers 1, 2, and 3. But this is F, and for those that know their bar chord and power chords, you simply take this F shape, F sharp, G. There's our new G, and like we said, you can hear, and it sounds the same. So I would prefer us to try this, because it lends itself to the riff that you're opening up with. In other words, this riff. Now after you've done that, we're not going to go to D like this. That's your standard D, I'm sure you're familiar with it. I want to keep this bar chord format, and I'm going to the G we just did. Notice my first finger is now across 3 strings, not 2, and all that has to happen is we first of all slide from fret 3 to fret 2, and watch the middle finger, finger number 2, comes down a string. This is also D, and it's more accurately called D/F sharp. In other words, the bass note here is an F sharp note, but the chord is still D because the F sharp note is still part of the chord D at the bottom. So check how nice the change is. Nice easy translation, nice easy movement across, G and super slow motion. There we can see the shapes, how similar they are. So if I do a nice slow version, G, D with F sharp, and as you pick up the rhythm, it's going to work quite nicely. Now on the strumming pattern, I'm going to quickly focus on the strumming hand quickly here. We're looking at a 6/8 timing, which means we're counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, and so there's 6 beats, and it's got a swing rhythm 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. So if you're strumming the D, for example, it'll be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6, or slow motion, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. And if you put that into perspective of the song, the first 3 beats, that's your riff. And the second part, the 4, 5 and 6 on the G chord, will be 4, 5 and 6, and then you move down to your new D. You can see again the fingers from a different angle, 1, 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6, and you repeat. Third time, and then the fourth time it changes. Now let's see what that second riff is doing on the fourth time round and how it resolves to an A chord. First of all, A, the more traditional way to play it, fingers 1, 2 and 3, all in your second fret after the capo. So that's fret 1, fret 2 now with the capo on. Fingers 1, 2 and 3 in succession on strings 4, 3 and 2. Now my little fat fingers don't like that, although lots of guitarists do. So what I do is I normally swap fingers 1 and 2 around, which is not compulsory, it's just a suggestion. So if you find 1, 2 and 3 are feeling a bit cramped between the two frets, try swapping fingers 1 and 2 around like that. You see a bit more of an overview from different angles there. That's my personal go-to for A. And before you go to the A, the second half of the riff goes 4, 2, 0, and you're looking for this note, which is actually part of the A chord. And it works really nicely. So one more time, 4, 2, 0, onto the A, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and you got your basic rhythm. That's going to work for your verses. Now for the chorus, the chords are quite easy. You know G. You'll notice I like playing my G with fingers 3 and 4 at the bottom and fingers 1 and 2 like that. You may, if you prefer, only play the more traditional G like that. They both sound cool. I just like this one. It's a personal preference, not a must. We're going to go from there to D. And the nice thing with this change is if you watch my third finger, it doesn't have to move when I change to G, or from G to D. B minor next. More of a 4-finger chord, finger 1 at the bottom, finger 2 is on the second string of the 3rd fret, fingers 3 and 4 in the 4th fret, strings 4 and 3 simultaneously. Then we go from there to A. Now have a look at the chorus, and it goes G to D to B minor to A, back to G for giving you all my love onto D, and then you skip the B minor onto A. So we're going to get an overview of the guitar as a whole, both strumming hand and fretting hand, and we're going to go through the chorus quickly. Now the cool thing with the chorus, there's no riffs, there's no... So you can just work on that down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, which we are counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Remember we mentioned 6/8 timing. And then we go to D, 1, 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6. And then even the skies get rough, will be 1, 2, 3, 4 on the B minor, A, 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6. But let's try and play through the chorus together. Okay, got your G in place, got your pick ready, you may use fingers, not a big deal. And this is the chorus. 3 and 4 and us, there we go, onto B minor, skies get on the A for rough. I'm going to give you all my love with the D. Skip the B minor to the A, and you play the A a bit longer, and after that for verse 2, back to the riff into the G chord. Now the only real change for this song is at the end. It's got a very unusual bridge, and you'll notice there's a whole lot of G's. So he really holds that G out. Now I've shown you the rhythm pattern. Your 1, 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 1, 2 and 3, 5 and 6. We've got that. I would like you to go onto YouTube channel or Spotify, whatever you use, and listen to the bridge specifically, because I'm not going to tell you how many times to play the G chord or the A chord for the bridge section. You've got the tools, you know what the chord shapes are, you've got the rhythm. Listen to the song and see if you can hear the changes for the bridge. If you get stuck, drop me a WhatsApp. You always know I'm happy to help. For those that don't have my WhatsApp details, please message me via YouTube if you're watching from outside, and I'll see if I can't send you a copy of the PDF file somehow via email or something. Always happy to help. It's not going to cost anything either. And that's pretty much I Won't Give Up by Jason Mraz. Hope you enjoyed the study. Have an awesome day. Thank you.